habit, but you don't know why. Hamza says it makes him feel more awake, so it must do that for you too. As a result, you live your life never really knowing why you do anything, and you wonder why none of your habits stick. When I was young and I was first getting into self-improvement, and you might relate to this, I was bombarded with so many new ideas, new habits, but also there was a lot of conflicting advice. Some people saying porn was good, other people saying porn was bad. Some people telling me to meditate, other people telling me to do breathing exercises. Warm showers versus cold showers. For all the good that the self-improvement sphere is, it's also deeply confusing. And I'm guilty of that too, bro. I've made so many videos on the same topic, but with different advice. And it's not because I'm disingenuous or just trying to bait out views, but it's because different tactics work for different people. And really there is a breadth of knowledge about everything. See, here's the thing though, bros. For all you know, porn might be the healthiest thing in the world. Self-improvement has taught you it isn't, and it isn't. But for all you know, it might be, brother. Like, you've not done any of your own actual research on any of the habits that you're following. Maybe you've watched the Hamza video and he's told you that porn is bad. Maybe you've watched one of my videos and found out a strategy on how to quit porn. But never for yourself have you actually asked yourself if porn is bad. What is the research? What is the exact evidence? How do I actually feel when I quit versus when I'm on it? So recently I started listening to the Andrew Huberman podcast, and he has this idea of being your body's own scientist, and that is the biggest thing I took from it. I mean, the tips in it are great, but what I really took from the podcast was that you need to start experimenting on your own body. You need to start finding out what habits actually work for you. You need to choose the scientist character in this game of life. So when I finished listening to that first podcast, by the way, I watched the David Goggins one, that was my little gateway drug into Huberman. I went to the shops and I bought a little notepad for £1.50, and that is going to be my science journal. So do it with me, bro. Actionable step for this video is go and buy a journal or use one that you've already got, or just use a piece of paper for this bit, fuck it. But choose a habit that you want to implement. Maybe it's no-fap, maybe you've just fucking relapsed or some shit, or maybe not, who knows. Meditation, exercise. And do this. Firstly, commit to it for 3 days. Say, I'm going to do this now as an experiment on myself for the next 3 days. 3 days is important, right? It's an important number to choose because it isn't too big that it seems like an unimaginable number. Because here's the thing, bros, if I tell you to start fucking blowing up balloons once a day because it'll improve your lung capacity, and you're going to sit there and say, that's a bit fucking ridiculous. Like, I kind of want to give it a go, but I'm not going to sit there and try it for 2 months before I can tell if it's good or not. So 3 days is important. Find a habit and decide that you're going to stick with it for 3 days. And then every single one of those days, I want you to write down in detail exactly how that's made you feel. Little side point is only pick one habit at a time so you have some sort of control to compare it against. But write down every day exactly what that habit is making you feel. Maybe today you've got more energy. Maybe they're bad things. Maybe you're feeling shame about a certain thing. Whatever. And then at the end of those 3 days, you need to make an important decision. And that is whether you're going to extend the trial. So think of this like clinical trials. And if at the end of 3 days it's working for you, you're seeing genuine improvements and no negatives, then expand it to 2 weeks. Add on an extra 11 days. And again, for every single one of these days, write down exactly how you feel, what benefits you're getting. You see, writing down in this kind of detail can actually be really useful for you to stay on that habit, because it can be an exact metric of exactly why this thing is benefiting you and why you shouldn't quit. Because if you know exactly why something's helping you, then you also know exactly why you shouldn't stop doing it. See, for things like nofap, that's a big problem because you don't know exactly why you're doing it a lot of the time. You're kind of doing it because people have told you to do it, not because you can genuinely see empirical evidence of increased energy, better female attraction, and all these bullshit benefits you're supposed to get. So write them down in detail. And at the end of that 2 weeks, again, ask yourself the question, have I benefited? Have I really benefited? I know people say nofap is good, but have I genuinely seen an improvement in myself after those 2 weeks? And for me, I do. I genuinely see an improvement on nofap, and for you, you might as well. But test it, brother, because maybe you won't. And maybe you shouldn't do nofap. Maybe you should limit yourself to, like, I don't know, porn once a week. That is an extreme example, nofap. But it's the same thing with meditation, with going to the gym. Try it. Use genuine empirical evidence on your own body to find out if these habits actually work for you. So yeah, bro, give it a go. Let me know in the comments what habit you're going to choose, and then start that exact scientific protocol. If you want to join the Discord, come and let us know of your findings on there. But yeah, drop a subscribe if you gained any value from that video, and come and chat to me on Discord or give me a call. Hope you enjoyed the video, brother. Manifest excellence. I'm proud of you, bro. See you tomorrow.